guys, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Brandon Card. I want to show you guys our new premium fluorocarbon line, Yo-Zuri T7 fluorocarbon.
This is T7. This is high-end, top-of-the-line fluorocarbon. This stuff is fantastic. I've been using it all year. It's finally coming to market for y'all to get y'all's hands on it. This line's great, abrasion resistant, and it's really strong. You know, if you're pitching or flipping, I did a lot of that at the Mississippi River this year using the T7. You could flip into the trees, flip into the bushes, lay downs, anything like that. You didn't have to worry about getting those fish out because the abrasion resistance and the strength of this fluorocarbon. This is great stuff, super high-end fluorocarbon.
A lot of fluorocarbons lose something to gain something. What I mean by that is they might cast better, but they have a little stretch to them. Or they might tie great knots, but they're not as strong. Things like that. Well, this T7 is the perfect mixture to get the best characteristics in all the concepts fluorocarbon offers.
This is a smaller diameter line than other fluorocarbon lines out there on the market. So, you know, you're gonna have a smaller line, the fish can't see it, but it's also gonna be just as strong. So, you know, that's what I'm looking for out here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. You know, a lot of times we have really clear water that we're fishing, and, you know, I like to downsize my line. I've caught some giant smallmouth on 8-pound T7, and just, you know, didn't even have to retie, you know, fish after fish after fish.
I've used T7 from 6-pound test up north in the gin clear waters, catching 4- and 5-pound smallmouth. Down in Florida, 20-pound test, you know, flipping pads and stuff during the spawn, hard baits, a lot of jerk baits with it. I guess I've used it on about every bait imaginable this year, and it has yet to fail me. It's just some of the finest fishing line I've ever used.
I've been really impressed with how this performs around docks. Other fluorocarbon lines in the past, definitely if you just nick a dock piling or, you know, hook up way up under a dock, the chances of landing those fish go way down. With T7, just been super impressed with it.
I've used it from 10 to 20, and this stuff is almost impossible to break. It doesn't have hardly any memory at all. It's very smooth, long casting, nearly invisible in the water, not a lot of stretch. So you can really get a good hook set on the fish from a long ways out when you're making a really long cast with a football jig or Carolina rig, whatever it may be you're throwing.
You know, with this being a premium fluorocarbon, it's got great knot strength. You're not gonna have to worry about any damage to the line with knots, so you got great knot strength. You don't have to worry about anything on the hook set. Great manageability, great strength, good abrasion resistance, all around really, really top end line.
I mean, a lot of the tournaments this year, I would use a bait, you know, throw something all practice long, and I wouldn't even re-spool it going into the tournament because there was just no need to, especially on things like a jerkbait. A lot of times on a jerkbait, you have little nick places in your line from where you're jerking that jerkbait all the time. Just constantly that stress of that line coming through that rod tip. With this stuff, I didn't see that at all this spring or this summer. I'm very impressed with it. Like I said, the castability and the strength of this line is second to none. So be looking for this to come out. When it does, be sure to get your hands on it. It's going to be at a very affordable price, worth every penny. You're going to love it.